quickly running out of energy. Whew. Still managed to get back up to 15. It's kind of hoping I'd get 16, but right shoulder is still tuckering out before the left. If you train most every day like I do, you're probably going to be pretty beat up and sore most of the time, and you might not be able to demonstrate your maximal strength at every training session, but demonstrating strength and training for strength are two separate things. All right, close grip bench, 245. I think I'll be shooting for like 8 reps, 6 to 8. Rested on the wrong part of my hand. All right, I'll take a quick break and come back and do that in about 2 minutes. I'll say 5's good. All right, bear with me, because this is something I don't think anybody's talked about, and I ain't the greatest orator, but you know, I know a thing or two about a thing or two. When I was doing those close grip bench presses, and just a second ago when I was warming up for tricep overhead extension, noticed a pinch in my left elbow, kind of radiating up to the shoulder through the hand, and I knew what that was. It was a nerve that wasn't quite stretching like it should. The human body is flexible, but the nerves ain't flexible. What you got is, you got a sheath that the nerve rides in. Stop laughing. All right, this is science. You got a sheath that the nerve rides in. And if you ain't hydrated enough, then that nerve can't slide back and forth through there whenever you're moving your body around. And first people I know of to kind of figure this out were the Chinese. If you ever done Qigong or Tai Chi, you'll notice that when you do something like this, they'll say, "Oh, you can feel the Qi in your hands." Well, you're not feeling some magical, mystical, super energy force. What you're feeling is those nerves being pulled through that sheath. And that's what Tai Chi and Qigong and all those type of exercises are good for. They're good for helping teach your nerves to slide back and forth, and that actually makes your strikes a lot faster in martial arts. But it's good for everybody. The important thing is that you stay hydrated, because otherwise your nerves will kind of get sticky in there. You got to stay hydrated, and you got to keep the fat content in your diet up, because nerves are mostly made out of fat. So keep that in mind. Keep your nerves healthy. Which brings me to another point. A lot of times, what people think is, joint pain is actually is almost never in the joint. Now, I've had arthritis since I was about 12, so I know what joint pain is. But like when I was warming up for those tricep extensions, I felt that kind of shooting tension throughout my elbow. Some people could have interpreted that as joint pain, but it's not the joint, that was the nerve. A lot of times when people get golfer's elbow, they get a tightness in here where the pronator is. That's because they haven't been using their pronator enough, haven't been doing any type of pronation work. Or sometimes people can get, elbow pain by not working their extensors enough. So yeah, it's joint pain almost never happens from barbell exercise. There's nothing there to damage the joint. If you do something high impact, like hitting a bag, then that can damage your joints. If you do a lot of running, especially in real flat soled shoes with not a lot of cushion on them, that can beat up your knee joints. But barbell lifting, weight training, strength training, you almost never get any type of joint complications from that. In fact, your joints actually get healthier and stronger. So if you're feeling what you think of as joint pain, it's probably just an underutilization of some muscle group that you haven't been paying attention to. Some reverse curls for those extensors. Just working the pronators, supinators, extensors, wrist muscles, wrist flexors. All of this helps keep your elbows healthy, helps keep your elbows happy, helps you avoid that golfer's elbow, tennis elbow, all that. All those things that people say are tendon overuse injuries. You can't really overuse a tendon. It's like overusing a bone. You can rip a tendon, you can tear a tendon. But that's steroid users. The anabolics, for some reason, destroy their tendons. It can happen in naturals though, but very rarely. Usually, the more you use a tendon, the healthier it gets, because tendons don't have their own blood supply. You know, tendons have no vascularization. Muscles get vascularized. Almost every tissue can get vascularized. Tendons, nope. Fluid just kind of sloshes around them. So you gotta pump fluid in and out. So the more you use a tendon, the more nutrients it gets, the healthier it gets. So all those things that people say are tendinitis, tendinosis, oh, tendon overuse. No, it's tendon underuse. Golfer's elbow, that pain on the inside of your elbow, right where your pronator muscle is because you probably ain't been training your pronator. But if you train pronation, then all of a sudden that goes away. You don't need to train it super hard either. Just pump a lot of blood in, do a lot of reps. People who have the strongest pronators are arm wrestlers, because arm wrestling, you grab somebody's hand, you try to pronate, you pull it in, twist, press down, or pull back, but there's a lot of pronation work going on there. And the way they keep their elbows healthy is they'll grab a band, and they'll just do, thousands of curls. Sometimes they'll throw a little pronation in there with those curls, just pump a lot of blood in there. And the more they do that, the healthier their muscles and bones and joints and everything get. Blood flow. Alright, so that's good. Push-up time. Everybody loves push-up time. What was that, 35? Yeah, that's pretty good. All right, good workout.